It is truly a very special place.
Let's
go! Are you ready?
I am.
Let's go see it for the first time. It's just up ahead.
It is.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at the magnificent Chateau de Lalacelle with two of its incredible owners, Terry and Ash. Terry and Ash, with Terry's mother and their nephew Jonathan, have been renovating this extraordinary chateau for the last 4 years, and it is unbelievable. I've been here before, but even the changes since I've been here are extraordinary. Simon's never been here, and so this is a first-time tour for him. And I kind of feel like it's a first-time tour for me too, because everything has changed so much. Okay, guys, so you moved in how long ago?
2021. We all got here. We got over as a family in 2021, and the work started.
And it hasn't stopped.
It hasn't stopped since. I mean, these guys have been showing all of their work on their YouTube channel, which is
Escape to the Dream, restoring the chateau.
They're also fan favorites on the Chateau DIY TV show, and also just a generally adorable family. Now, what condition was this place in when you got it?
Oh, it was decrepit. It hadn't been lived in for at least 40 years.
40
Had
years.
squatters, all the windows were broken.
That's amazing.
It's night and day.
Squatters.
Mhm.
I mean, not everybody moves into a house with squatters. That's always
They were really lovely, actually. They moved out and they
moved
tidied
out.
up.
Well, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's a, you know, that's something.
Yeah.
That's something. And then since then, you've created incredible B&B rooms that you're still working on. You're about to show us. You created a magnificent formal garden, and
New road.
the drive, which is incredible. I mean, this is going to be a proper alley at some point,
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
imagining.
Yeah, eventually we will.
We want to fill these fields as well with more trees, because that's what it used to be.
Beautiful.
So.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you're doing gardens and fountains, and I mean, the list is endless, and the attention to detail is extraordinary. And I think we should go inside, and you should show us what's happening inside.
Yeah.
And we're super, super, super excited and inspired. Everybody out there, there are so many beautiful ideas, decorating ideas, color ideas.
So have a look.
Let's go. Now, guys, we're heading in to see the chateau, but what a lot of people may or may not realize is that over here, this was a derelict barn, if I understand correctly, and you have turned it into a really special home.
Tracy's beautiful.
So Tracy and Jonathan live over there. We had a beautiful dinner there last night, cooked by you, chef extraordinaire. But we are heading in to this very, very beautiful chateau now with the double staircase. And also the stonework is gleaming.
Yeah. It's been cleaning it bit by bit, haven't we?
I saw the photos. It was not gleaming when you moved in.
No, it looked more like a haunted house than it did a beautiful chateau.
So when you decided to start cleaning, presumably there were scaffolds involved and...
Yeah, we covered the whole thing with scaffold, everything. So we had to.
And pressure washed.
And pressure washed and scrubbed brushes.
And then you even had a beautiful plaque made of the age of the chateau. 1724 to 1806, presumably when the chateau was built.
So the 1724 is the big square building.
Uh-huh.
That was built then. The 1806 is when they added the turret.
Okay.
And 2020 is when we revived her and brought her back to life.
I love that. It's beautiful. So a huge thank you to all of you out there who have liked, commented, and subscribed. As you know, we're also renovating our own chateau, but we love to take you around the castles of our friends and to show you what they're doing. It's inspiring, it's delightful, and we get to share our trials and tribulations, and we get to bring you along with us. I've been here before, so I know something that maybe not everybody realizes, which you guys have basically started from the top down. And what bit did you work on first here in the chateau?
The first bit was the roof and the chimneys, wasn't it?
Roof and chimneys and all the guttering on the back that had all failed.
Yeah.
It was the job that had to be done. It was the one thing that was really damaging the chateau.
Yeah. So it literally was from the very top downwards.
Mm-hmm.
And at least we can minimise the dust and
Yeah.
mess and all that as we're working down bit by bit.
Yeah.
Obviously
It's still dusty and messy, but
it is. Obviously it's like you itching to get on with the main rooms, like the grand salon and the dining room.
Yes.
But like I said, we're trying to be sensible and do it properly.
Yeah.
And so then you created a very, very beautiful apartment for yourselves on the whole top floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then started working on the most amazing B&B suites, and which are palatial. And I don't throw that word around lightly because, as you guys know, I do a lot of chateau hopping. But I mean, truly palatial and inspiring. And then as we come down, as you see, there's still a lot of work to do downstairs. So I think that we should start down here and work our way up to some of these grand finales that are happening upstairs, and also so everybody can see what you're continuing with as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, lead on.
So this is pretty much just a workshop. A workshop in
Uh-huh.
every room. Okay.
A workshop, but also what will be a very...
Yes, so this will be the grand salon eventually.
very nice.
It's a bit of a mess at the moment,
Well,
but yeah, we have to start somewhere. So,
but you have 6 spectacular windows.
yes.
Wonderful, wonderful layout, huge space, lots of light. You're getting your beautiful custom double glazed windows and doors made,
Yeah. So
paneling.
the next things, obviously we've got this is the second door to go in, and then we're starting on the 6 windows for in here. And then we're looking at maybe trying to get some oak paneling created
Beautiful.
as well. So
And not only are you guys doing a lot of stuff, you're really doing it right. Restoring the windows, you're restoring the doors, you're restoring the ceilings, but not forgetting lots of decorative accents.
we create a lot of the mouldings ourselves. So this is my little moulding workstation. And these are all just silicone molds that we've created.
For those who might say, oh, but it's not authentic, but of course, the techniques have changed over the centuries. And so what might have started with horsehair and gypsum and then maybe moved to different types of plaster, which then moved to different types of wood, which there are all different ways of doing things. And these are just more contemporary ways of doing things, which might perhaps be more durable because, as we can see, a lot of this stuff doesn't necessarily hold up over time.
Well, yeah, so stuff like these, if we were creating these in plaster, which we did try with at first,
Yeah.
we created the silicone molds and we've done them in plaster Paris. And if we stick these on the wall, someone knocks into it, that's that moulding completely damaged.
Exactly.
So we'd have to take that off, replace it, blend it all in. Where obviously in resin,
Or you could just hire a wood carver, they still have one on every corner, to come live here for a couple of years and just hand carve them for you, right?
If the artisans in the day had this technology, they would have used this.
Of course they would have.
This is the simple way to do it, and again, this will stand the test of time.
well, I think
Absolutely.
what we like to do as well is we like to show people that this can be done.
Yes.
Like anyone can do it. Obviously the look there that we're creating looks obviously expensive and difficult, but when you break it all down, the techniques are so simple and so easy to give a...
For what would have cost us maybe £5,000 for mouldings to buy, we've probably created them for £300.
That's wonderful.
So
Yeah.
That's obviously a huge.
And I think that's something that all of us believe strongly about with our channels and with sharing our lives and everything else, is that this life and this aesthetic is not just for royalty or the uber wealthy or whatever. If you live in a home somewhere, you know, in America or Australia or Africa, you can still, if you want a chateau room, you can have it.
Yeah.
If you want a chateau room, you can have it, Simon.
You can bling it up as much as you like.
I do love the bling.
chateau bling.
I have to say, I love the
but I
bling.
mean, you're right. These techniques are
Yeah.
are different now. But I mean, look at this. It's the same idea. It's creating molds and then working with material to produce the finished article to go on the walls.
So I've got the billiard room next.
This is lovely.
And we have a beautiful 400-year-old, 300-year-old billiard table to go back in here.
Oh, okay.
A
Super.
proper original from an old chateau
Really?
that's going to be put back in here.
I've got one in my garage, and I was going to say, if you were looking for it, you could have had it.
Yeah, we'll trade you for that beautiful sofa.
We'll swap.
So this was my little mini brocante, which is slowly getting dismantled because it's gone into the rooms now.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got a chandelier that we're cleaning and
Oh yeah.
It's a great system
Nice
for
looks.
cleaning a chandelier.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
yeah.
Dishwasher. Use the dishwasher for your crystals.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a
Right,
great
it's
idea.
Probably saved us 100 hours in time.
That is a great idea. We were actually admiring how sparkly your chandeliers were. Simon says, how do they find these things in perfect condition? And I laughed because I don't think you find
So this
things
is
in
the
perfect
condition that
condition.
we find stuff in. So
Yeah.
that's the lock,
Yeah.
and then our picture frame with Mr. Mustache.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mustachio.
I do like him very much.
I really want to keep him because
Yeah.
I love that moustache, and it'd be a shame for that to be lost to history.
Well,
Put that
Ash,
into the family and give them a
I
name.
think
Yeah.
Ash needs a
Make up
big
life.
curly
No,
mustache.
you're all right. I can't grow a moustache.
So you guys, I'm sure you don't know this because it was a brief, ill-advised moment in our history. But during COVID, Simon had the big, long,
Yeah,
curly mustache.
great.
He was the very model of a modern major general.
Like a brigadier general.
He did. He actually looked a little bit like that.
Wasn't
Sir
it?
Simon?
Simon?
With stuff like this, obviously, it's missing a lot
Yeah.
of the plasterwork on it. But we've still got this whole section here that's still intact, so we can take a mould of this and recreate it to finish off the rest
Oh, that's
of it.
Yeah.
brilliant. I'm going to try that and see if I can do that with a few things we've got.
I just need to keep bringing Simon over here because at our house he's like, no. He comes to you, he's like, I think I'm going to try that.
Come over here, I think, oh yeah, that's how you do it. So now I think I can do it.
Yeah.
But,
Thanks,
I'm
guys.
thinking
Thanks.
about it.
And you still have all of this beautiful original paneling.
Yes, so this is all the original.
There's a story behind all this as well. There used to be a 13th century manor house, which was the original kitchen, which is underneath us.
Oh, okay.
So this here, we believe, would have been a set of stairs that came up from the kitchen
Okay.
to bring the food up.
Oh.
But the original chateau itself was actually sat at the level of the walled garden, not at
Yes.
the level of the terrace.
Oh,
They've built the land up around it to perch the chateau on.
okay.
And we know that because there's a bread oven in the cellar, which they wouldn't have had a bread oven underground.
Yeah.
So they've built it all up and then they've built this over it.
Uh-huh.
So there would have been a set of stairs. They changed it in the 1900s, so that was the old doors from the old kitchen up
Okay.
here.
Wow.
And then this will ultimately be your dining room.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This is the dining room for guests.
And it's
Lovely.
a lovely, lovely space.
Thank you. We'll have it done. And the tiles are special in here as well. So
I love the tile.
the
Yeah.
tiles here, they're standard. Inside this actual
Yeah.
the black lines, they're actually Lalacelle's design, registered in the archive in Paris.
Oh,
Really?
Okay. Very clever. Yeah,
Beautiful.
lovely.
Done by, he was really rich, and he wanted
Yeah.
people to know he was rich, so
Yeah.
that's why they have the blue. Just for sign
Get
documents.
some tiles.
And this is a truly wonderful staircase.
Isn't it nice? That curves around, gives you a whole view of the entrance as you walk up.
And the thing that I'm most drawn to at the moment is that exceptional mirror and the molding
Yeah.
and the woodwork.
We've literally just installed this last week.
No, it's not original to the chateau? It looks like it's been there since day one.
Yeah, it is. The match on the wood is unbelievable.
Isn't it though?
Spectacular.
We know it's come from a chateau of the same age.
Wow.
Okay, lead on.
So we'll show you in our work in progress at the moment, which is the 401 suite. This is what we're currently...
You're going to have to explain 400 and 401.
Yes, please.
Yeah, the reasoning for it is because each of the suites are styled around the Titanic and the Olympic. So the 401 was the keel number or the yard number for the Titanic. So all of the pieces of furniture, woodwork would have a number on the back saying 401, so then you would ship it was going to. So each of the suites are styled from obviously the ships. So if you don't actually know about the Titanic or Olympic, it's not in your face. No. But it's just a subtle nod to it for that.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
And you'll have to show us your other Titanic inspirations as we go through.
Yeah. So we've just finished the bathroom. Ash has just been working on getting all the panel work started in there and all of the flooring. So we've got all of the mosaic flooring.
Yeah.
And it's looking fantastic, isn't it?
It is.
We've tried a couple of different things. Rather than doing the panel work in wood, we've done the raised panels in plasterboard, which has been a massive cost saver and it's turned out fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
well, again, the wood would have cost, we worked out it was going to be about €500-600 for the wood, whereas we spent €30 on plasterboard.
yeah.
That's amazing. And I also didn't realize that one could route the edges.
It's a
Yeah,
special
we've got a
tool.
special tool that we bought that we could chamfer the edges on the plasterboard.
And it's specifically for plasterboard.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
It's meant to be so that you can put it into corners.
So where are we now?
So this is going to be the salon or sitting room for this apartment, and we're just currently on with this. This is more of like a Louis XVI style,
Beautiful. So light and bright.
and then our wallpaper is from Chateau Fontainebleau.
It's beautiful. And you picked up the plum tones in your salon.
Yes, yeah, and then all of the cross panel on the top. So all of that we've created out of resin and the ceiling work. So that's taken from the Louis XVI staterooms on the Titanic, and that was the ceiling work that they had done.
First time in my life I used pi, and it was exact.
Yes, to work out because we needed the
we had
circumference.
Diameter of it. He said, well, I need to work out the circumference, use pi, and it was the exact one.
There you go, mathematics.
Yeah.
When I ask you at school, will you ever need that?
Gonna use pi as well.
Will I ever use pie? Yes. For ceiling roses. All right, lead on. I'm so excited to see this room because I've seen some of it on your vlog,
Yes.
but I haven't seen it in person.
So this is the bedroom, obviously trompe-l'oeil bedroom.
Wow.
And all of this has been hand painted to make it look like mahogany paneling.
So none of this is real wood. It just looks like booked, matched, beautiful,
Yeah.
actually inlaid paneling. It's spectacular. And it also looks like you've added bronze medallions on it.
Yeah.
And you created every single one of these.
Every single one. So all of the large medallions are all out of resin, and then Ash created all of the small scroll details with the 3D printer.
Incredible.
And then all painted in gold and patina on. With this, obviously, we wanted to create the look that obviously it's from the era. This is a Regency style, and it's taken from the Titanic Strauss suite, which was the most opulent suite on the ship. So this is taken exactly from that suite.
Well, if you look at what the patina's done, it doesn't look like a brand new room. So if you look at the colour here and the colour here, how it all matches in. This is obviously 100 odd years old. And then look at the detail and the effects. These are the rosettes Terry's creating to go everywhere.
A beautiful, beautiful chandelier. Of course, the bed is stunning. And everything is just, it's just magnificent.
Attention to detail. So the bed and the wardrobe are a matching set. But if you look at the actual detailing on the bed and the wardrobe, it's actually same to the stuff that was actually in here in the first place that we haven't put in. It's original to the room, so it's as if this bed could have been in this room at some point in time.
Yeah.
And so how far would you say this room is from being finished?
99%.
We're just starting to get the furniture now, so bed, mattress, obviously we've got a dressing table, and then last finishing bits, obviously electrics, we've got our plugs that need to go on and our light switches. And then that's pretty much about it really, just tidy it all up.
One of my favorite things to do with my best chateau friends is to sample all the rooms in their house. So I'm shamelessly inviting ourselves back to sleep in this room next time.
Wait till you see the next one.
Oh yeah, well, this is where you'll have to invite us back a third time. Wow.
I think like even the mirror, obviously, because we needed a Regency mirror, so trying to get a Regency mirror is very, very, very difficult.
Yes, but still, it's so beautiful. And Regency was such a small time period. It's a bit like Art Nouveau. Finding the pieces are really difficult because it just wasn't a long time period. Yeah, we had it now.
Final room.
Yes.
In the suite.
Yep.
In 401.
So this is all part of the same suite. For people that are confused, thinking maybe those are three different rooms, we're in one whole suite that's 2 bedrooms and 1 sitting room.
So this is obviously for people that are coming over from obviously like Australia, America anyway, coming over as like a couple, so like two lots of friends. They could obviously stay in this suite and they're all together, but they've got their own separate space as well. So this will be the 2nd bedroom for this suite, and this is more of like a Louis XV style, just quite over the top.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
I
spectacular.
don't think it's over the top at all. I love the colours and it's really opulent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
The thing that blows my mind is the ceiling. You guys created the ceiling, and it's actually practically a domed ceiling.
Yeah, so the ceilings, actually, the ceiling design's taken again from the Titanic, and that's from the lounge area. So first class lounge actually had this 2-stage ceiling. So it was one of the things that I wanted to try and do, and when I suggested it to Mum and Ash that we wanted to take out the supporting beams. And
We both nearly had a kitten.
luckily we got builders in to do it. It wasn't something that we done ourselves.
So you see the ceiling here is not quite finished. You see how they have laid out the patterns, and then they add in all of the moldings and the gilding and everything else. But it starts out with just a simple design. A simple design. And good math skills.
All right.
And then Simon kept commenting about how you were finding all of these beautiful items in perfect condition, which of course we don't do.
Yeah.
So now I know what you're doing, yeah.
And look at this beautiful salon here, Simon.
Right.
And I will let the guys
The
tell
colours
you
are like,
a little bit about this as well, and how the colors match so perfectly.
Yeah.
This needed to go in the bin when we bought it, realistically.
Yeah, it was in a...
in such bad a state.
It was. We picked it up for €80 for the whole set.
Right.
Obviously, it's all been stripped down, obviously waxed, gilded, reupholstered, and then our lovely friend took us to Paris to get us some fabric.
Who was that?
You bought this when you went up with Vivienne? Okay.
Yeah, so Vivienne.
So this is new fabric.
Yeah.
It's got a lovely faded quality about it though.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Brand new.
It doesn't look, brand new and flashy and everything. It looks like
It
it's
also
been on
feels
new.
like silk velvet, which is really nice.
There was a set similar to this in Paris done up, and
Yeah.
it was €8,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, these
Paris,
are,
no problem.
yeah.
Because the size is right for an apartment.
So again, people thinking that they can't do it budget-wise. This was €80, €100 more
Yeah.
for the fabric, and
Yeah.
then
And I love the Rococo designs, and you've got
I love that.
a fabulous Rococo
Yeah.
wardrobe. I'm assuming there's a fabulous Rococo bed somewhere.
It's coming, and matching bedside cabinets.
Ooh. We're heading into the suite that is finished here at Chateau de Lalacelle. And we had the privilege of sleeping here last night, so I can attest to the fact that it was exceedingly comfortable. I didn't want to get out of bed. And also, it was just such a glorious experience. So let's show everybody where we got to stay last night. We had 3 rooms to ourselves, and we were served the most glorious breakfast, which is still out this morning.
We haven't tidied up yet, sorry.
How could you? Come on, guys. But look, we had tea, we had coffee, we even had a mini fridge with all sorts of delights waiting for us. But mostly we had this beautiful space. So tell us about it.
So entrance hall, we just want to keep quite neutral, didn't we?
Yeah.
Same on the other side, just because the salon's obviously quite dramatic. The bedrooms. Again,
Very dramatic.
yeah. So we just want a neutral space in between them, just so obviously it's nice and calm and relaxing when you're coming into the suite, and it sort of breaks the two colours up as well. But this one just sort of evolved, and it was taking sort of inspiration from the corridors, the first class corridors on the Titanic and the Olympic.
And another beautiful ceiling. I believe we have you to thank for that.
No, that's Terry.
Well, you've done all the plaster work.
Oh, I did all the plaster work to get
Yeah.
them all back
The
to.
design work, obviously, we've done a bit all together, but the doing all of the plasterboard on ceilings.
Plaster and plasterboard, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately.
So lead on into our sitting room.
Yeah, so you're
It's our sitting room now. You see, our sitting room.
obviously, again, because this is the Olympic suite now, so the ceiling design is taken from the gentleman's smoking room on the Olympic.
Really?
First class gentleman's smoking room.
And the colour is actually 99.9% match from the Olympic. We actually had a piece of wood from the
Really?
Olympic and got a company to match it exactly for us.
Right.
Accordion style,
Mhm.
obviously with the furniture we had to bring all this over from the UK.
Yeah.
And then obviously Man's created all of the curtains, so the
Yeah.
heavy velvet curtains and the trim. Just wanted to give you that sort of cosy,
Yeah.
gentleman sort of feeling.
Yeah, well, it totally works, and the attention to detail is really, you should be congratulated for that. It's just really fantastic. So let's go into the
bedroom.
Yes.
bedroom.
Because we still want to see the garden.
Yeah. The bedroom, again, is more French. So we're doing more of a Louis XV style with the bedroom. We just want to be, obviously, keep it a bit French with it.
Now, your guests from last night apologize if the bed isn't made as perfectly as you left it for us. And I can attest to the fact that waking up here and looking at the beautiful ceiling and the beautiful walls was very special indeed.
Is the bed comfortable?
It's
Yes,
extremely comfortable, and
comfortable.
also I am a huge fan of good bed linen, and it's particularly nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was a lovely night,
Yeah.
well spent, and again a very ornately decorated room, which is,
But again, for a chateau, it's not in winter. It's
Yeah.
not overly cold in this.
it's just really nice lying in bed looking at all the decorations,
Yeah.
which I spent about half an hour doing this morning. 40
Well,
minutes.
we felt very spoiled.
Yeah.
We did.
One of the things obviously you picked up with as well is the bed. Obviously, the
Mhm.
French beds are absolutely stunning,
Mm.
but they're always so small.
Yes.
So the standard size you normally get is a 140 wide, and trying to get anything bigger than that is unbelievably difficult.
Yeah,
But luckily we managed to find this one, which is a 160 wide.
yeah.
And if obviously you've got people that are quite long, then the footboard actually comes out.
Wow.
Oh, that's a clever
I've
idea.
never seen
Never
that.
seen that
So-
before.
So for anybody who's watching, for example, from the United States or Canada, wondering what we're talking about, or the UK, a 140 bed is a double. In the UK, a 160 centimeter bed would be considered a king size, but in America, it would be just over a queen size. It's very important as people evolve and get larger, for better or worse, that the furniture evolves as well.
Yeah.
Now this is a room that I was very excited to see finished for a lot of reasons.
Everybody's favourite room because of Vivienne's tap.
Nah.
Everyone knows. Everyone that comes here, everyone points it out. Everyone absolutely loves it.
Well, for anybody who's watching, when I first met Terry and Ash, lots of people had written to us on both of our channels to say that we must meet because Terry and Ash found this exquisite set of bathroom appliances. And how old are they and where did you find them?
So these we actually got from the UK and we brought over. So obviously we knew it was going to be perfect for one of the rooms. Brought it over, and then when we decided to create the shower unit, we just wanted to follow the sort of theme along. So you're going from the shower unit to the sink to the toilet. And we just thought it would be great to have a personal touch for the chateau and to be in keeping with the design that we've got, which led us on to
to meeting each other.
Yeah, friendship.
Because I paint porcelain. For anybody who is new to my channel and didn't see this because it was over a year ago. So I painted the tiles to try to match as closely as possible the designs on the sink and the toilet. And it was very exciting to see it all go in because the design of this bathroom is exquisite. And we stayed in here last night, and the light, it's hard to capture just how bright this room is, but it's wonderful to wake up and to have just this beautiful, beautiful space. It's a very, very nice bathroom. Well done, guys. Well done.
Thank you.
Like I said, I think just having the personal touches like that just makes it that little bit more sort of special and unique.
It becomes an experience then, rather than just a stay.
Yeah, a lot of people were asking if you were going to be doing tiles for the other bathroom. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I will happily trade you some tile work for some molding tutorials. Seriously, Simon's happy to volunteer my efforts. Yes, he is.
I am.
They could probably also use some help lifting some stuff too.
Yeah. My back is not as strong as it used to be.
So we've just had the most special invitation to get a private tour of your private apartments right at the top.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've
Nobody's
seen this.
Nobody's seen it, so.
Oh,
It's a first. There you go.
exclusive, only on Chateau Love.
And to have this for like the servants,
Yeah.
to have this
This
area.
was the servants' space up here.
It's brilliant.
And now we're the servants of the chateau.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we understand. We understand completely.
There was a third ship, which was the Titanic, and that was built a lot later. And it didn't actually properly go into service as an ocean liner. It obviously got commandeered for the war, and it was a hospital ship, and actually sank. So obviously ours is the 433 because it's not as opulent as the other ones. It's just more
Optional.
yeah,
More
functional.
But you two aren't going to sink.
Let's hope you don't.
You're not going to sink.
My favourite view in the chateau, especially come summer, when you walk through that door.
Isn't that lovely?
Spectacular.
What a beautiful, cozy sitting room.
These obviously they're a lot better for us because the ceiling's a lot lower, so it's a lot easier to heat and
Yes.
keep warm. Yeah.
But it's so charming. You've got all these cozy Edwardian vibes, and it's just super, isn't it?
It's like walking into an English cottage.
Cottage, it
Yeah,
is, it is.
Yeah.
Even down to the hunt prints on the
Yeah.
wall.
Are we showing it?
Yeah, you can show our bedroom.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So obviously we both had the same idea because I noticed you've done exactly the same thing with the top of the wardrobe. We were on the bed canopy,
Yes.
and that was one of the first things we done when we came.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful.
What a great idea. So you have a 2-bedroom apartment up here.
Well, 3, because that
Three.
rolls out into a bed as
That
well.
falls us to your 3 bedrooms.
So-
Wow.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
I can see why you're so happy here.
Yeah.
It's when you started.
18 months in one of them, especially.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
It's the winter.
Oh.
So these guys are talking about how they spent 18 months in caravans before they were able to move in here. Oh, what a beautiful
This is
bathroom.
so cool. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, guys, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hello. It's beautiful.
It is
That's it.
amazing. Well done.
And then
Now
the
there's-
room, it's a bit messy. You can
Uh-huh.
check because we were cooking a meal.
A
last
fabulous
night.
meal for us last night.
So it's still a bit
But this
messy.
is still a great kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Lovely.
It is fantastic.
It's so warm again.
Yeah, so we wanted to keep all of the beams and have the double height right up to the top of the roof.
But to really be able to see the innards.
Yeah.
And it also feels a little bit like a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we have the front garden, which is still a work in progress.
Just a little.
No, I actually think it's coming along brilliantly. And these are going to be 2 fountains?
Yeah, so hopefully we can try and get this planned this year. We'll have 2 fountains. There'll be more of like a simpler formal garden out the front here.
Well, considering that what you accomplished in the back in a fairly short period of time, I'm sure that by the end of summer it'll be spectacular. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
I think just the view alone it's just spectacular looking out over the hills.
And the views from upstairs as well.
Yeah,
So I was taking sneaky peeks out of all the windows. And of course from above, it really is a proper formal garden. Let's step down and have a look. Now this is the staircase that you basically unearthed. So when I was here before, all of this was just a big grassy, muddy mound.
Yes. When we first come, our first initial visit, we didn't even know that the garden is on 3 different levels. So
It's incredible. It is a proper terraced garden.
Yeah.
And these were the original steps. Beautiful solid granite. And then this wonderful circular staircase.
the theme for the garden as well is white, purple and green. So that's the whole colour theme for the garden. And you just get these pops of colour throughout it.
So white, purple and green. Why those 3 colors?
Just it's a nice mixture of the colours. It's quite obviously regal as well. having
Yes.
Purple in there, and it's just a lot softer on the eye as well. So yeah, we just wanted to
Lovely.
keep it quite formal, and keeping in like we wanted a bit of the French style with it as well. So having the French formal garden, having like the roses in there, the lavender, the hedging, but then having it a bit more modern as well. So the borders around the outside are a lot looser, so there's a lot more mixed plants in there. Yeah, just taking a different take on it. Obviously,
Fantastic.
Shane, our landscape gardener, designer, he's done a fantastic job creating this, and with the help of Karen as well, it's just fantastic.
It is. It's spectacular. Well, the thing I like about those 3 colors is those are also the 3 colors of the suffragettes.
Oh.
And so they would wear jewelry with green and purple stones like amethyst and peridot, and
Right.
to signify that they were part of the suffragette movement.
Oh.
And so a lot of people have forgotten that movement, but it's still pretty important.
Yeah.
Give women the vote. This has been the tour extraordinaire. Thank you both so much. I think we're bursting with inspiration, and we can't wait to come back very soon in summer and see what's going on with all this. Thank you so much for an amazing stay. Wonderful bed and breakfast experience. I mean, my goodness, that was very, very grand. And all of it, it's just a great vibes here at Chateau de Lalacelle. Simon, I think I can speak for both of us. We've been in the chateau renovation game for 25 years, and before that we renovated several other historic properties in Britain and in Paris. And we've learned a lot in the last 24 hours from the 2 of you. You know, it's inspiring.
We can't wait to have you back.
We can't wait to come. We will see you next week for more Chateau Love. See you soon.
Speak